Hello everyone, it's Katie here. This is my second coursework evaluation video, and today I'm going to introduce a application called French Helper, 法语助手. So basically, this is a dictionary plus vocabulary building application. I'm going to start with an overview of this application. So, as I said earlier, the primary function is a French dictionary for Chinese learners. And it's also good for vocabulary building. And what you're seeing here is actually the landing page of this application. And all those screenshots are from my phone. So up here, you'll see the bar. That's where you enter the search word, and you see this microphone icon here. And I believe this application can recognize your voice. But I've never tried this feature because I'm not confident with my French pronunciation. And down here, you're seeing a list of the words that you have looked up previously. And if you looked up a word for more than one time or two times, you will see this little note here saying that you have already looked it up for twice or three times. So it just reminds you that this is probably a word that you have trouble remembering. And as you have probably noticed, this application is developed by the same company that develops the daily French listening, which I have previously introduced. Since the main function is to look up new words, I'm gonna give you a brief idea of what it looks like when you are looking up a new word. So for example, I'm looking up this word. It's a verb here, and you will see the Chinese meanings and a few phrases. And most of the times there's a picture to help you remember this word. And what follows are there are a lot following. So there's a synonyms, and there are also French explanation, French English explanation. So there are all kinds of dictionaries there. What I personally find most helpful is a list of conjugations. So as you might know, French is notoriously difficult for the conjugation of verbs. So here you have, I believe they have all those conjugated verbs. So if you, for example, if you're looking up a verb, you will see this sentence here that notices you to look up the conjugation of this verb, and what you will see is this page. So I personally like this feature very much. Okay, this application also builds a personalized vocabulary book for you. For example, here is a list of all those the words that I have looked up in history. So I think this is good when you want to review what you have learned before, if you're in the habit of doing so. Okay, and this is the flashcards function. Helps students to remember or to be exposed to a large number of verbs. What you are going to do is that you will first of all choose a vocabulary book. This is the book that I chose, and this is for a standardized French test. So you will first start by choosing a book that's of your level, and then here you will see the words, the number of words that you are going to learn today, the number of words that you are going to review today, and here's a percentage of your completion. And once you're ready, you can just hit the start button. And this section here provides all the statistics for your learning. So you will be able to see how much time you've spent on learning vocabulary, and what vocabulary you've learned in the past weeks or month. Okay, so this is an example of the flashcard. This is just one of the vocabulary exercises. For this one, you'll have to you'll look at this French word and match it with the Chinese meaning. And sometimes you will have a sentence with a blank where you have to like manually enter the French word. So there are different kinds of exercises that help you to memorize the same word. And just a final note about this function, I personally like this function because it's not too much. Every day I spend about 20 minutes on the flashcard, and I think like little by little, I think that makes a huge progress. Okay, here comes the evaluative part, and I'm going to evaluate this courseware in terms of the teacher feed and learner feed. Well, I think this application is primarily designed for self-directed learners, meaning learners who are learning on their own and probably in a non-institutional context. So I think teachers can use it, but I think it's best to use it as a supplementary tool to the course content. And in a minute, I'm going to describe how teachers can benefit from this tool. And this application can